Damage. You have, you know, the Doom. Dooming Axe is not necessarily bad.
Sox is dead.
Yeah, he is definitely does. They get that bounty run.
So it did force out
got
one
the bottle
TP
refill out of that too. Oh, solo kill. Toby solo killing mid one. That's a really big kill.
Yeah, No-Tail was charging from quite a ways away, but not able to get there in time. Still only level 2. But Toby, level 7 now. Top net worth by a long shot. 2 melee heroes against Axe. Not really a great matchup. Bottom lane in the meantime, Seb gets taken out by the triple pressure Viking.
That a little bit, or definitely overlooked that when we were talking about the hero, that in this game, he's very easy to leave, and that is what Earth Spirit loves, right? We talked about the game with Earth Spirit Timber the other day. There's a charge here.
Yeah, a lot of damage being done with the Scorched Earth. Looks like Stellar's going to live a little bit longer, but finally goes down in the midst of the tier 1 tower. Seb taking heavy damage from the tower, but will survive through the day.
No, I mean, I pretty much covered it, right? It's just when you have Earth Spirit 4,
mid one, you're gonna have to shut your mouth, Cinder. And as mid one pops the ult again under the tier 1 tower, Sox is here as well, and Toby bit off a little too much this time around.
Sometimes you just don't spin. Solo kill the Sven in the tower against God Strength, or he doesn't really die. Sven plus Spirit Breaker can't kill him. Shadow Demon plus Sven can't kill him.
Is dead. Laguna Blade not even needed for this kill. I don't think Boom has even used this spell.
4 heroes. Relatively speaking, that is not a bad score for Morph right now. That's honestly very solid.
Lane Toby's in another precarious spot potentially as Seb is TPing in with the No-Tail charge coming through. Mid one's even gonna pop his ult, and there's the Doom expended just for this Axe kill. Remember, this is top net worth hero in the game right now. See if Armis and company can get this deny. Looks like they might be able to. Yeah, should be fine.
Need to account for Vanguard.
Correctly. Okay. Oh, he ticks out. Very unfortunate. Seb with that Scorched Earth. Looks like it'll pay with his life, but probably worth it considering the net worth advantage we have here. The charge is going to connect in mid. LSA does go off as well, but the damage is done, and Thompson trying to continue to finish his kill. Gets the vision at the last moment, and Thompson looks like he's back in the game now as right clicks commence on the Armis. For now, mid one doesn't have ult for another 20 seconds. Wouldn't be surprised if they actually aggress if he had it, but there's Armis rolls in. He gets the magnetize off. No-Tail's going to charge in to try to help him out. Boom is here as well. Laguna Blade finally used to take out mid one Sven. In the meantime, the call is going to connect onto Sox and chop down to the ground. No-Tail looks to be next on the list. So a nice rotation here from Viking as they take out 3 heroes in quick succession. Shall survive this. So nice getaway there for good old Thompson. Mid tier 1 not deniable as of yet. Now this tier 1 is being pressured. Viking side looks like Axe ends up dying to mid one.
Would have been awesome if they got that Void kill. Or sorry, the Morph kill with the Void Chrono.
Charge into mid. He actually delayed the Nether Strike, so able to get off the Yules just in time to cancel that. Looks like Seb is just chasing down Armis. We're going to assume he's going to get that kill. In the meantime, No-Tail and Thompson end up teaming up to take out Boom, a very important kill. Now the Stormhammer is going to connect on Toby into the LSA that's been stolen from Thompson, into the charge. They just have so many disabled. Gets off the call, that'll help mitigate a lot of damage, but Viking just getting overrun in this tier 1 tower, as it looks like it'll finally go the way of OG. The fortification is popped though.
The primary difference is Void with Mask of Madness is not able to farm Ancients nearly as effective as Sven.
Thompson getting completely surrounded by 4 members of Viking. Looks like he's going to be brought down just barely. Took so much effort to bring him down. Playing very, very safe, but it looks like Sox is going to be one that's found to blink into the call. But Thompson's here as well to try to do as much damage as he can. Mid one, looks like he's going to burst down for Armis with the help of No-Tail's ultimate. Meantime, Chronosphere onto 2 heroes into the Mortimer's Kissers again. Thompson should be fine, but Sven, mid one, in a lot of trouble. Call's not going to be there, but they get the kill nonetheless. So it's a 2-for-1 advantage Viking thus far. Laguna Blade applied to Thompson, whose agility morph right now is going to wait for him to safety, but by safety I mean 2 feet away from these melee heroes, which is just enough space apparently. Get away just fine here. Bottling up with that abuse, I'm just going to call it an abuse of the Morph Center, which will probably be nerfed very shortly.
They have Doom ready. Shad was not expecting that. Oh no, he didn't account for the Doom.
Looks like he'll take out Toby with that waveform, and yeah, the Doom applied to Shad. That is more than enough. So Viking caught off guard despite having the advantage early. It looks like Celery's going to get taken out. The triple kill for Thompson, who is just...
Definitely not expecting to be doomed there. Just out of position. Just dead.
Thompson, maybe not. Earth Spirit. LSA is actually going to miss, but the right click should be enough for Thompson to get the kill. Yes, supporting them form in mid-1 and no-tail. Mid-1 has a Stormhammer available. Laguna Blade applied, but Thompson is just fine. Look at that triple charge into the Stormhammer as well. Boom is going to be next on the list. Toby able to get 2 inside the call, but no-tail more than enough damage again. And it looks like OG are starting to take over this game very slowly but surely. The aggression just continues.
All mid Earth Spirit on his time off. Oh, Chad has Chrono.
Gets off the time dilation. Nether Strike will connect. Stormhammer on the way. It's actually going to stun him after the Chrono Spear has already been applied. There's the Mortimer's Kiss is enough to take out Noah. So now mid-1 and company teaming up to take out Aramis, who's ticking away very slowly, but they finally get the kill. A 1-for-1 to start things out. It's Seb forced away the Luna Blade already used. Toby has the Blink Call available. Still has not finished Blade Mail. He had this queued up like 5 minutes ago. It's really surprising. There's been so much aggression here, I suppose. Just non-stop fighting. Looks like Sox is going to be taking out Chop in terms of the carry perspective. Void. So we talked about the Midas, but now very defensive building. There's the jump in from Toby. Call connect into the LSA. It looks like they'll have enough to take him out, but will the counter initiation be here? Seb gets the Doom off onto Boom, but he gets cookied pretty much immediately. Thompson just blows up Snapfire, who buys back into the game instantly. Nether Strike now onto Boom. Looks like he's going to fall one way or the other. And now with the ultimate from mid-1, they're just starting to shred these kids left and right. As Chronosphere is applied, it only is to 1, but it is Doom with that ultimate from Snapfire, so the buyback being worth it to some degree. But now Celery's going to get diebacked here if he's not careful. Thompson into Earth Spirit. Celery hiding under the midst of the tier 2 tower, so it's a 2-for-4 if you want to count that buyback.
Not there yet.
This is another thing, Center, with this Lincoln. I mean, you have Spirit Breaker who can break it globally. So he's going to jump in with that Blade Mail. He's going to apply all his pressure to Sock. In the meantime, Lena destroyed. Basically has the support items at this point of the game as Toby continuing on, gets off that call, but dies shortly after. A double kill from mid-1 as OG starting to run away with this fight. Thompson turns into Void. They have so many breakers. It's crazy. It is crazy how many times they can take this off on. No-tail. He's going to charge in. Looks like he will live through the day. Enough damage from OG to take out Celery. As Boom looks totally out on the list here. The right last call. Toby's going to help his teammate survive just a little bit longer. The Chronosphere onto 2 as mid-1's on the outside. Gets a nice Stormhammer, keeping everybody in place. And the right clicks will commence. Toby, one more call for the road. But just like that, it's a 2-for-1. Mid-1 staying alive with his BKB. Looks like he'll finally take out to that Magnetize.
You really need that extra layer of protection in this game.
Celery getting charged in the bot lane. Soul Catcher's there. And with that Scorched Earth, looks like it'll be more than enough to take him out. Now the tier 2 tower, looks they will be sadly disappointed in finding nothing. As Thompson, he's going to get called to start things out. Soxa has the save if he wants. Great counter to Axe as always. It's illusion to have that passive of his, the counter helix. Shadow Demon is going to be the first to die here. LSA will connect onto No-Tail, so no more charges to come for him. So a 2-for-0 as OG looks like they still want to fight. I mean, their cores are still up. From Seb. Pops his BKB, but gets Chrono pretty much immediately. Thompson just on the outside, enough to right-click away. No Doom available. He does not have buyback either. As this fight is quickly turning in favor of Vikings. Chad, LSA is going to help. He's going to time up the thing, but there's the Aghanim stepping from mid-1. Enough to take him out. And now he's going to continue to aggress despite having the severe disadvantage in numbers. Mid-1 going to get called now. This is a total buyback. And with that Mortimer's Kisses, that was definitely not needed. But at this stage, you take what you can get.
They were trying to take this fight with just one set of spells from him. Oh, here he comes. All right, he's stopping for nothing.
The double charge incoming, gentlemen. That is kill number 1. Nether Strike's going to be faked out. Thompson gets LSA'd. Still has charge available. There's the call to keep him in place. And he's just dead. Over aggression from OG. All you can do is laugh at this point.
He got a really good voice line for the moment. That's why I'm laughing. He made sure to say this is complete and utter bullshit. Okay, they care.
Yeah, he's just going to D-ward to start things out. The charge again, this time from Thompson, who has the Ag version of that. He's going to try to burst down Lina, but the Cookie's going to keep him safe. And Shad with the Chronosphere, but look at the strength more from Thompson. It's more than enough to stay alive through this engagement. It's Boom on just the outside, but Thompson's still getting right-clicked down. Better be careful. Will fall in the end, so it's a 1-for-1 advantage Viking to start things out, but Celery getting chased down by OG. Seb is so freaking tanky right now as Notel's going to continue to charge with a buyback onto the Snapfire. Second buyback in the game, in fact, is Toby under the tier 2 tower, just going to get storm hammered. Still relatively healthy for now, but Aramis gets storm hammered from afar. The Superman in play again for mid one. So a 3-for-1 with the buyback. If OG can get out, this is a definite advantage despite losing their Morphling. But there's Toby again with a nice call onto the neutral camps. As Seb might be the sacrificial lamb, but we've seen this before. He wants to continue in. Good lord, how did they avoid so instantly? Was that a soul catcher? Jesus.
5 poison stacks and soul catcher.
Seb
sucks.
will fall in the end, but advantage OG in terms of numbers. 4 dead for Viking, and the next to fall as well. This is a dieback onto Celery. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No pun intended, because they did have Doom on their team as well. But
Seb.
speaking of which, yep,
he has buyback.
Get called. Late mail to start, but a nice save. That's
been so many spells.
Kisses. BKB popped by Seb now as the jump in from mid one is there into the charge from Tail. Can barely tell the difference. The Nether Strike into the Doom is enough to kill Shad, and that is a huge pickoff for OG as they're not just going to try to clean things up. Toby's going to be next, as this fight has segregated completely. 3 dead in the blink of an eye. Armit is going to be the 4th, and this is going to be an easy rush for OG. Boy. Boy.
You probably wouldn't have come up with
Deep in
this
the
fast,
base here, but Shad gets doomed. Lincoln's already popped, despite the BKB being activated. He is donezo. No buyback to speak of, as this looks like the end of game 2 is coming. They cannot go for Megas quite yet. They can go for Throne. The 3 are dead with a buyback onto the Aramis Earth Spirit, but it matters not, my friend. GGs are called. OG again, convincing fashion. This Morphling, I feel like they just need to ban it, man.
They're not getting it. But what do you give then, right? Now you have to give away something else. If you want to ban that morph, if you can't solve it when the enemy team first pick morph, you've gone through the iteration.